Okay, so this is my first part of this mini series explaining hell and heaven, spiritually interpreted. Most people, most so-called Christians, they believe hell is a literal place in this world. The same thing with heaven, which I believe it's not, and I will prove you with the Bible. Basically, here in Psalms 9:17 it says, "The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God." So basically, the wicked and those who forget God, okay, um, are basically turned into hell. Okay. So what's hell really? Okay. So let's move on. Psalms 16:10 it says, "For thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption." Okay, so hell and corruption. Okay, hell and corruption. There's a tie there. Okay. Um, the Holy One here, I believe it's relating to the image of God, which is the Son of Man, which represents the sons of man. But that's for another video. You make the connection if you want. If you really love the truth and want to search for the truth. Okay, so next verses. Um, so this is about an harlot. This is a parable of an harlot, of a foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple spiritually. Okay, you can be simple carnally, but if you are simple spiritually, you are inferior in terms of understanding the spiritual things of God. So in biblical matters, you are simple. Okay, and knoweth nothing. Okay, for she sitteth at the door of her house, on a seat in the high places of the city, to call passengers who go right on their ways. Uh, whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. Um, and as for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him. Okay, so stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. So basically, this is talking about um, the preachers, those teachers that have like those churches and organizations and houses where they preach with charismatic words and views of the world and of the Bible and stuff like that and blah blah. But in the end, they just mingle spiritual interpretation with carnal interpretation. So they are lukewarm. They are leading the blind to the ditch. Okay, so but he knoweth not that the dead are there. Okay, he is the man who goes to the harlot. Okay, so this is all spiritually interpreted, not a real life harlot. Okay, it's all a spiritual interpretation of the teachers, the false preachers, okay, false prophets. But he knoweth not that the dead are there, the dead, spiritually dead, okay, and that her guests, the harlot, guests are in depths of hell. Okay, hell is related to death, spiritual death, okay, and connected, uh, with not knowing, with not understanding, with not having the understanding, the spiritual understanding. So basically, what this means is the depths of hell are not a physical place. Okay, so this verse now, the way of life is above to the wise. Okay, the way of life is above, spiritual above, not literal above. Okay, not the worldly, physical, uh, earthly above. Not when you look at the sky. Okay, this is not what it's referring to, but it uses the word above because that's what we relate to. Okay, that's what God does in the Bible. Okay, just understand that He made a part from hell beneath. Okay, so we look above with our eyes, so of understanding, and we not the physical eyes. And so our life, our way, which is the way of Jesus, the image of the living God, um, that we may depart, or from hell, which is the lies, which is the carnal mindedness, etc. In this verse it says, hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of man are never satisfied. This is a very profound verse, because the eyes of carnal interpretation are never satisfied, but once you understand the truth and you have the eyes of understanding, you will be satisfied with the manna that comes from heaven, with the water, the living waters that never run out. Okay, so that's all parables, all metaphors, and people don't understand that. Yeah. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next part.